Hi class, I wanted to add something to Charles's video for section 2.1 that's out there, and he does a great job of going through question 13. And if you know how to do that, you should be able to do most of these problems. But I wanted to talk a little bit about this one. This is question 9. It says frequency polygon. To identify the class with the greatest and the class with the least frequency. Okay, so a frequency polygon graphs the midpoint and the frequency of each class. So this class, well, let's blow it up a little bit. All right, this class has a midpoint of 16, and it looks like there's only one data point on there. All right, this one has a midpoint of 28, and there's 10. So the highest is going to be here, 34. All right, 34. That's the midpoint of the class. And you can see from the distance here, 31 to 34 is 3, so the class width is 3. And if that's the case, and 34 is in the middle, then we have to go 1.5 this way and 1.5 that way to get this frequency of 15. And that would be what, 32.5 right here, 32 point, it's going to be this one. Your numbers might be different. And then it says, what are the boundaries with the least frequency? So let's look at that again. Here's the frequency of 0. Actually, these two endpoints are manufactured when you do the graph, so they don't really count. The next one is this one right here. So that's a frequency of 1 with a midpoint of 16, but you've got to go 1.5 in each direction since that's a midpoint. And so that would be right here. All right, so that's question 9. And then I wanted to do also this one, question 10. This is what they call an ogive, which is the same thing as a cumulative frequency chart. And what does that mean? If you remember when we looked at our frequency distributions, the cumulative frequency was the frequency of a certain class added to all the ones before that. So this continues to go up, right? So the first class has, it looks like, about 2. And then you add the next class, it looks like the next class had about 4. So that became 6, and you just keep adding them until you run out of classes, and that has the total number of data points you have, which in this case is 55, and that's what they're asking you here. Well, this is already done. The approximate number in the sample is 55, all right? That's the high point there. And then it says, choose the correct location of the greatest increase in frequency, all right? Well, that's simple. You just look like, what's the bump? What class added the biggest bump, and it's right here. All right, so that's going to be 23.5 to 24.5. And that's the answer there. So I just wanted to go over those in case you didn't catch that in class, what these graphs were. But definitely look at Charles's video on how to construct a histogram. And maybe I'll send that link to you also. Thanks.